Hello everyone! I can't wait to show you the new sketch and to make the card with you. I popped up on my computer, so let me open it up so I can see when people come in and comment once I flip my phone. For those of you who are new, my name is Robbie Rabala and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in New Bern, North Carolina. I hope I give you some inspiration. That's my whole goal, is to inspire you to think outside the box, to use your supplies, and to try new things. Now, I usually chit chat for about 5 minutes, and that gives people time to come in. I know that the feed is behind what's actually happening. So you guys don't know I'm on until after I've been chatting for a bit, but you get to see everything. So hopefully we'll get a few people in here. It does take a while for it to pop up and for them to join us, but I hope they will. Can you believe this weather? Oh my gosh, I have been freezing all day. Hey Barb, sitting under a blanket. I was working on my taxes. They're done. That is the one thing I hate that I have to do, because I do the long form because this is my business. So I consider it my business and I have to report everything and all, and it takes forever. I just gather all my information and send it to my tax lady and she does it. I am not going to be doing all of that. I tried it last year and I was about to pull my hair out afterwards. I said, you know what, forget it. I am not going to do them anymore. I'll pay somebody. It'll be worth it to me because of the aggravation. I hate paying that price, but I don't have the aggravation. So we had one person, Gladys, who played along with our sketch from last week. Now, come on, guys. You got to play along with me. Try out my sketches. I have a new one tonight. I think it's I think it's a great one, and it lends itself for any occasion. I will tell you, I did do a masculine birthday one, and I will be sending it to my friend Tina to send to the troops, because she does cards for troops, cards for soldiers, something like that. She's in her own group. And what happens is, hey Trudy, she collects cards, and she's part of a Navy moms group. Her son was in the Navy, so she sends cards. She's got a list of names for birthday cards, and she sends cards to these guys all over the place and all. So I will be sending them to her. She did recently move, so I've got to kind of fill up my box, and then I'll say, all right, where do I send this to? So that's what I'm going to use mine for tonight, is to send it to her. I do want to contact a local nursing home. I keep forgetting to do that, and see if they have, excuse me, a way I can donate my cards. I wouldn't donate them, but fill them out and drop them off for them to pass out to the residents to brighten their day. So I'm always looking for quick and easy things. The card that I did, hey Susan, the card that I did last Saturday was a simple layout, and I did a bunch of those. I just have to find the right sentiment. I'm going back to my old retired sets because I want to, it needs to be something like, hello, have a great day, to brighten your day, something like that. It's some of the ones that we have aren't for those type of cards, and that's what I'm looking for, is something to, I don't want to say thinking of you and all this other stuff. I want to say, hope this brings a smile or whatever. So I'll be looking for those. If you know of any, send me a message and tell me which ones you have and what set they're in. And if I have them, I'm going to pull them, because that's what I'm going to do, is I'm just going to pull a bunch of them and get a bunch of cards ready to drop off. So I'm going to get ready and flip this around. We've been here for a while, and hopefully others will come in. If you're here and it's your first time, say hello and where you're from. Now, if you are the type that gets dizzy, close your eyes because I am going to flip myself upside down and then flip my phone. And I don't want anybody getting dizzy and everything. So at this point in time, I'm going to do that. So close your eyes now as I press all my buttons real quick, and I will let you know when you can open them. And open. I am doing really good about getting this flipped upside down. I have to slide this over because my camera's over on this side. So there we go. Ooh, and I am in really good shape. All right, I'm gonna try and straighten it up just a little. Oh, I don't need to straighten it. Wow, that is fabulous. Okay, here is our sketch from this week. Now, it may be hard to see, but there is a card base layer, but I put in, now this is kind of blurry. When I post it, oh, it's not, it looks blurry to me, but when I look at it on my computer, it's not. When I post this won't be blurry because I do post the sketch. But you're going to start with a card base of 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. But I wanted to tell you, I didn't start that way. I started with this panel here, the 3 by 3 1/4, 3 by 3 3/4 panel. And I wanted to do pattern paper. So I went looking in my pattern paper, and I found a piece from I'm going to move that just slightly over, and hopefully it's not too high. We can still see the layers from the New Horizons paper. Now, when I kind of pulled my paper and laid this down, it was lost. So I decided to add it to a layer. So my layer is actually 3 by 3 3/4, and this is 1/8 of an inch smaller. So I'm going to add that layer to there. Sometimes it looks okay to have the DSP. And again, it's my eye. If you don't mind, I can't see that on there. If you don't mind, then don't add the layer, just cut it. So I have that. Okay. All right, so there's that element. All right, now I can do my card base. Actually, I want to do the layer of 4 by 5 1/4. So I opted to use a piece of white. So this is going to go on here. Oh. Mine's a lot bigger than that. Maybe this isn't the size it needs to be. 4, yeah, by 5 1/4. 3 by 3 3/4. Yes, I guess this throws me off because I stuck it up there. It's about the same size. So it just kind of threw me a little bit. Okay, if you're new or you're just coming in, make sure you say hi. All right, and I'm adding this to that layer, and I'm watching my spacing top to bottom and this side. So I'm trying to make these 3 sides as even as possible. And then I'm going to add my card base. And I tried doing this because this background was Evening Evergreen. I knew I had to use a color. I tried Old Olive. I didn't want to use the purple since it's masculine. And I found the white to be the best. So that's what I went with. So I'm going to take this and I'm going to fold my card base. And I do not have other ideas for you tonight. Taxes took all day, and I mean all day. So I'm going to add my layer here. Not much there. I went to the grocery store, came back, and started working on them. And I wasn't at the grocery store very long. But, oh my gosh. Hey, Sharon, I didn't think you were going to make it in. All right, so that's what I have so far. Now, there's a strip going across here. It's 3/4 of an inch by 5 1/2. So what I did was I put that on here, but I said it needs something. It needed to be embossed. So I used the Tasteful Textiles It's retiring. I am so sad. I have no idea what I'm going to do for a subtle embossing folder. Everything has a larger pattern, and I don't like that. All right, this is embossed, and it's going to go on my card. And when I emboss things, I always use the tear and tape. Now this, I can't talk. Tear and tape. This is a double-sided tape, and it's very sticky. So I'm going to use that to put it on. Excuse me. When you emboss something, it has valleys and plateaus. So, oh, okay. That's not too bad then. I thought it was later than that. I thought or earlier than that. So I'm going to add another strip. But this way, the paper that you're adding it to has something to grab hold of, because I found if you put the glue on it, it falls down in those valleys. And when it falls in those valleys, there's nothing for it to grab onto. So with that, I've added this. Now I will tell you, you need to burnish this good on one end, because if you don't, it's not going to stick. So then I'm going to take my pokey tool, and I'm going to pull off the back of this, and I'm going to pull off the back of this one. All right, so I've got that. Now this stuff is very sticky, so I have to be very careful. Where I put this down is where it's going to stay. And I'm going to put it right about there. And this one does go all the way across. I'm going to make sure it's straight. It's not. Don't stick it down till you're absolutely positive it's in place, because once it's down there, the only way you're going to get it off is to heat it with your heat tool. All right. This goes all the way across the card base, which is just the way I designed it. If you don't want to do it that way, then take it to 5 1/4 and don't worry about it. But I think it needed texture. All right, so we've got that. Now we've got this piece here. And again, it's a white because it's my image. It was missing. It just was lost with this. So I'm going to add it to a piece of the Evening Evergreen. So my Evening Evergreen is 3.5 by 3.5 by 2 3/4. This one is 1/8 of an inch smaller, so it works out to be 3 3/8 by 2 7/8 is what it works out to be. And I pulled out the Evening Evergreen ink and the Old Olive ink, because the Old Olive is this color down here. But I will tell you, I did stamp this off, so when I go to do it, I'm going to flip that over. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take my Evening Evergreen, and I'm going to use the trees. And I don't want this long piece here. So if you have a piece of your stamp that you don't want inked up, then what I'm going to do is I'm going to flip this over, and I'm going to go just a little bit past this part here. No, in fact, I'm going to go right there, and I'm going to take that piece and I'm going to set it down right at the very edge, and it only inks up that much. Now I didn't get enough on my, there we go, my trees are better. All right, so I'm going to set that aside, and I'm going to stamp this, and I'm going to get it as close to the bottom as I can. I don't want it too close. I want these trees to be in the distance, and it's crooked. Okay, hang on. Flip it over and let's try again. All right. There we go. Now let's see if I can do this straight. All right, I got to have this piece straight and my block straight. Ah, better. But see how it just kind of stops there and it doesn't go all the way over? It just looks better. All right, now here's the grass. And I wanted the grass on here, but my Old Olive is very it's dark. I recently inked up my, I think it is anyway, I could be wrong. Let me pull out a piece of paper and find out. I recently inked up, nope, this one isn't one I've done yet, so I'm okay. I don't have to off-stamp it. You need to re-ink your ink pads. All right, I'm gonna come over top and this way some. Well, I cannot believe that. Darn, I know I'll never get that back on top of it. Nope. All right, hold on. I'll be cutting another piece. 3 3/8. I had to look back. All right, let's try this again. I'm going to do the grass first. I think that would be the better way to do this. All right, so let me get the grass down here. There we go. I missed a little bit there, but it's okay. Oh, such a mess today, such a mess. All right, now let's go back to our trees. Let's see if I can do the trees. I would have liked that down lower, but I'm not going to worry about it. I didn't have this much trouble coming up with this idea, but all right, now I'm gonna, there we go. All right, and now I need my happy birthday. Now my happy birthday comes from your Sweet as a Peach. I like the font on this, and so I'm going to add it right about there, and I'm gonna come right over top so I can see if it's straight. There we go. I stamp standing up all the time, and it's like I don't usually have this many issues. All right, now this is going to go on here, and then I'm going to add it. Oh, I'm going to add it to my there we go, card base using dimensionals. All right. Because I need it to have some dimension and interest. All right, so I'm going to turn this over and I'm going to add my okay. I think I'm going to put one there just because it's a long piece. And I like to cut my dimensionals in half because that way I can cover a lot of my card base without using a lot of dimensionals. Hey, Kim. I'm surprised you're in here. You're usually on your way home from work or something at this time. All right, I'm going to remove my backs. So, and we are almost done with our sketch. And I just think this is a great, simple sketch. Great way to use your DSP. All right, so I've got that. And then this is going to go on. And this should have been up a little higher, but I'm not going to worry about it. I'm just going to adjust it so it's just below. And there it is. There's the sketch and the card. So a quick and easy sketch, and I hope you'll play along. And this week, and share your card. Now, I won't be able to post this until tomorrow because it's dark here and I don't get good pictures at night. I try to take my cards with daylight because that's the best one. Oh, thanks for the hearts. So that I get the best screen or best color. I was taking them like with artificial light and I wasn't getting good color. So I started doing them in natural light and does look better. So pull out your supplies, grab some of that paper that's going to be retiring soon, and come up with some other cards. I think I'm going to find some of mine that's retiring. I've got a little bit of the Sweet as a Peach left and a little bit of the Pansy Petals, and there was one other one I've got a little bit left of. Some of them I have more of than others. Oh, it's the other, what's the other one called? Oh gosh, I can't remember. I don't know. Oh, it's this one. It's this one. See, I've got a bunch of this, so I can make up a bunch of these cards, you know, and that's what I think I'm going to do is I'm just going to take and cut a bunch of my paper, and then I'm going to mass produce my cards to give to the nursing home. I had a friend who told me about a person to contact at the nursing home, but she doesn't work there anymore. So I've got a couple of other people I can ask. But I think, you know, I'd like to give some cards to them and brighten their day. You know, I know that around Valentine's Day, I don't know if you guys saw it, but they were having all kinds of nursing homes. I couldn't think. Nursing homes were posting, you know, send me a Valentine, and they'd take a picture of the resident with a sign saying their name, and it went to the general nursing home, but the person's name was on there. So I'm going to contact them and see what I can find, and I think I'm just going to take some time and make some cards to send to them. And I'd like to do it once a month, and if I can get it organized, I might invite the ladies in the neighborhood and say, come make cards to give to the nursing home. I think people would do that. They would love to make the cards and just brighten someone's day. So don't forget, if you know of any sentiments that would be good, send me a message and tell me what the sentiment is and what set it's in, or even just the stamp set. Because I have a lot of older sets, and I try to collect the sentiment ones, and I don't usually get rid of those because I can use them for anything. All right, now remember, if you're the kind that gets dizzy, close your eyes because I'm going to flip it up. So right now, close your eyes. I'll let you know when you can look again. Okay. Ready? Open your eyes. As I jump in your face. I've got this one hair that's really driving me crazy. It always goes in my face no matter, and it's from way back here, but it always falls forward. And so it drives me crazy. So, did you like today's card? There's no embellishments, there's no ribbon, so all you really need is the strip going across here, and that's pattern paper. You can do ribbon if you want. You got washi tape, use washi tape. I don't know about you, but I got a whole bin of that stuff from when we had it years ago that I haven't used up. So, I mean, this is a great one for Christmas cards too. I mean, great layout. I mean, so easy. And you can mass produce it, which is my favorite. Okay, I am going to get ready and sign off. Thanks, Kim. Because I want to get downstairs. I've got a few things I've got to finish up, and I have to finish my blog posts for tomorrow because I was busy doing my taxes, but they're done, so I can relax and enjoy the evening. Of all the nights, Bijou is asleep in her bed. Usually she just roams and then finally comes over here and settles down. Not tonight. She's over there and she's sleeping away. So about the time that I clean up everything, she'll wake up and sit up like, don't leave me, don't leave me. So I don't. I take her downstairs first and then come back and get all the rest of the stuff that has to go down. I hope I see you on Saturday for Stamps, Paper, and Ink, and I will tell you, I already know what I'm doing. I haven't done the card, but I know what I'm doing. I am so excited about it. It's an idea that I saw, and I thought, this is perfect for stamps, paper, and ink, because that's all it uses. Oh, I will, Kim. So have a great evening, guys. Don't forget, make a card using this sketch and post it. Now, you can't post it until I post the sketch, and you can add it in the comments. So it'll be posted tomorrow when I can get the picture. So don't fret. You've got a whole week, but I get it posted as soon as possible. And if you watch the video and freeze it, you can actually freeze it to see the sketch with all the measurements. And make your card ahead of time, and then when I post it, you're ready to go. All right, ladies, thanks for coming in and joining me tonight. I love sharing my ideas with you, and I love sharing it when people come in here. It's nice. I just got to get you to talk to me some more. I feel like I'm running my mouth to myself, but that's okay. I've been known to be up here talking to myself anyway. Stamps, Paper, and Ink, Sharon. It's the Facebook Live I do Saturday mornings at 10:30 a.m. for me. It's probably the middle of the night for you, or late night. No, it's late night because I get Renee in here on those. And all I use are stamps and paper and ink. It's designed to show beginning stampers they don't need a lot of stuff to create beautiful cards. So I don't use ribbon, I don't use embellishments, I don't use die cuts, I don't use punches, I don't use any of that. It's just stamps, paper, and ink. Hopefully I encourage people to look at their stamp sets a little bit differently and try some new things. But that's what it is. All right, ladies, I'm going to say goodnight and go downstairs and finish up a few things and relax and enjoy my evening. If it's daytime where you are, have a great day. If it's evening, enjoy the evening. Bye.